Then what causes us to turn from making good judgment to judging people? Why are we always given over to judging others? Why are we always fall prey to a judgmental mindset? Now, the simple yet the most spiritual answer is because we have heard the wrong voice. Now, I've been talking a lot about this voices thing. We've heard the wrong voice from the spiritual realm. What voice is that? The voice that gives ourselves over to self-centredness. Now, you must be aware that ever since the fall of man, there are many voices, all kinds of voices in the spiritual realm. Do you understand what I've said about voices? And it's the inaudible voice. It's like when a musician, before he arranged a tune, there are voices that came into him first. And then he arranged the tune. Before a politician formulated a policy, there are voices that came. He's influenced by certain voices first. Then he formulates certain policies. Before a word is spoken from your mouth, there are voices influencing, affecting you. And that's why you said something good or bad towards the other person. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Voices from the spiritual realm. And this is the voice of all kinds of audible voice. And mind you, the wrong voice is the voice that reduces you to self-centeredness. And most often than not, we accepted the voices of judging others, especially when we feel hurt, when we are cornered, when we are being jeopardized, when we feel shortchanged. You realize that? This thing, self-centered. I'm talking about this voice and self-centeredness. It goes together. Satan is full of self. When he comes against, when he insinuates people, we became self-centered, self-serving, self-exalt. Everything is me, myself, and I. You see, we became less of God. We think less of the God aspect, but only the me aspect. We think less of the love aspect. We think of the self aspect. From my point of view, you get what I mean? Now, I want you to be mindful of those voices that always come. And that's why I said just now, Jesus is not against loving rebuke or correction that is constructive. He is against that self-serving, self-exalting spirit. And that's why you need to get into discerning those voices. Now you ask yourself, Pastor, I know there's a need to love as a Christian. I want to make good judgment about my spouse, my children, my parents, and all. I want to see them in the right light, in your light, in fact. But the thing is, why am I always given to the judgmental spirit? And you ask yourself, what is judgmental? Why are you reduced to such a hurtful person and beat her person? Why? And you seek within you, you have accepted the wrong voice that make you self-centered. No, something very deep. Pray. So every morning when I get up and pray, I say, Lord, what is this self thing, in me? That I want everything to be in accordance to what I like it to be, I like my wife to say that thing that I like. I don't want me to be corrected. I don't want me to be inconvenienced. I want everything that I plan to go smoothly. You get what I mean? That kind of thing. That makes you judge a person a lot of times. Think through.